There we go. Thank you so much, Ryan. I know he's probably not in here, but thanks for the resub.
Just subscribed for 3 months.
Just subscribed for 3 months. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if I've got it set for you guys to hear or not. Which means I need to pull up my audio thing. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, honey? Yes, he's not here. Yes, he is here. You heard something awesome. Okay, great. Well, I was meaning somebody talking in the background because it's one of the text-to-speech things that I don't know if I've got it set to hear. Oh, he wasn't before you said it. Okay. Yeah, you guys know exactly what each other's doing. I know. That's the way it is. So how are you guys liking the music? I love the new song, Miss Supreme. Love it. And I'm having my lunch. Blah, blah, what? I think Supreme said that, I think she said that it was her and Ship. Are we ready for our guests? Are we having guests on? Oh, I would love to have you guys on. Absolutely. I would love to have you guys on. Oh, I think you were saying that you guys were the ones that created the song. Okay. Yeah, I love this song. Hey, Vixen. Is there anybody that I didn't do a shout out? Yeah, I also set up new buttons. And let's see if there's anybody else in here that I should go ahead and shout out like right now because, you know, I think that's it. I heard a voice. I don't know why I heard a voice. Did somebody do something that I don't know that you did? Oh, the guests are the Raiders. I'm absolutely sure. I'm ready for the Raiders whenever they're ready to come on in. So yeah. Maybe I should go back to the intro screen because they won't have gotten to see it. And that'll give me a chance to eat the last 2 bites of my sausage. Anyway. You're... Sorry. It should be working. So I have no idea why Ryan's his thing didn't work because I went to go look for it and it showed that it was going off. I was like, okay, do I just have it behind? Oh, I know why. I need to put. No, that's up at the top. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. So where did I? Visual effects are up at the top. Hey, True, how you doing, honey? So I think I've got everything set up right. You have to try it again. Maybe I can try it. Stickers are working. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. So it was just you. Ryan, it was just you. So yeah, I did not finish eating my lunch yet, but that's okay, you know? Okay. to turn that down. Oh my God. And thank you for the bits and thank you for the follows. Yeah, it's going bananas. Yeah, it's like I forgot that I had that raid thing set up to be so friggin' loud. I need to go back and do all the things. But I want to thank you guys. Thank everybody who has popped in. I'm going to try to do a shout out here. I'm going to try to do shout outs as we go. But let's see. Who do we have? I know Just Knit was on earlier today. So welcome, welcome. And you guys need to go and follow her. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to wait while this keeps going. Oh, you got ads. Okay, sorry, Mel. We've got lots of welcomes. And is my welcome sound not going? Hello? So this is one reason why my streams, normally the first 30 minutes, can't really do anything. I need to move that. I thought I put it on the top, and I guess I didn't. There was another effect I wanted to put on top of everything so it's not behind the banner. Give me a second. Maybe I can fix it. I thought I fixed one, but apparently I didn't fix the other one. It's quiet. I think we need music. Give y'all a little bit of music because I love the song. Okay, I will go down the chat in a second. I want to make sure that I get that last alert thing to go on top instead of behind. If I can find it. Somebody meowed at me. That was too cute. Okay, it's under this, and then I need... Is it that one? Oh my God. Ah! Well, I don't need a copy, and I think it's that one. Is it that one? Oh, it's this one. Okay. It's where I kind of had to remember what things are called. People are quacking. People are doing all the things. Put the highlight back up, and it's the iOS, and it should just take me a minute to add this to the right place because I didn't have it in the right place. That's what I get for setting up a new scene, right? Welcome, welcome. Yes, those stickers, they are hilarious. So I do have stream stickers up. I've got Tangia working. So when you saw Sully, that was probably Mary because she loves having Sully scare the stream. So that is fun. Coffee. Yes.
Mary's CRAFTY.
Mel thought it was just her. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and see. What crafts do you do? I do primarily card making, but well, WJ's raid train going well today.
WJ's crafting corner thrives in it. Might as well grab some popcorn and enjoy the ride, because ain't nothing gonna stop that craft train from derailing.
Yeah. Okay. There's no way I'm gonna. Do I know the moves? No. What was that? Vixen! Thank you for the bits! Thank you, thank you. Oh, now what? Oh, and thank you for the follow. I don't know the moves. I don't watch that. My stepkids are in their 30s, so yeah. Anywho, okay. Can I take a breath now? Yeah, my plan for today is to play with some new things that I got from Spellbinders. It's already 10 minutes in, and I still have a bite of my sandwich to eat. Haven't done it. Looking down this, somebody said, be right back. Vixen's leaving already. What's that going on in my head? Yeah, baby shark. Yeah, Mock Turtle said that she liked the Doctor Who mug. This one is, yeah, my husband. Well, first off, I love Doctor Who. Yeah. So my husband tends to get me stuff like that for Christmas. So this is one years ago. I don't even remember how old it is, but I've got this one. I've got a Cyberman mug. I've got a, yes, love the Doctor. Hey, Freedom Deep. Welcome, welcome. Yay. I have not seen the new series because I do not have Disney Plus. That's the only thing that we would be watching on it. So we have not invested in it. But I like the guy who's playing the Doctor, and I know he's fun. I've seen him on something else, and I know David Tennant came out for 3 episodes, and I have not gotten to see any of them. I want to see them all, but yeah, it's where I'd have to... I could always just wait till the end of the season, sign up for Disney Plus long enough to watch all of them, and then cancel it. I mean, that's an idea. But yeah, we don't watch a lot of it. Yeah. Mostly because I might watch some, but I don't really have time to unless I'm sitting watching stuff with my husband at night. And we don't have children in the house. So we don't watch Disney stuff. Yeah, I think that might actually work. I love all the Christmas episodes. I think we've actually got on DVD when they still were doing the DVDs and stuff. I think we've got pretty much all of it on DVD. I love Doctor Who, and I've done a couple of fence panels. There's an area in my area called Paint the Trail, where this guy started putting up along the bike path. He put up big panels. He basically would put up murals along the fence line. So it's the back of people's yards that are along the trail, but murals of different things. And I've got 3 of them. Yeah, I've got 3 of them. One is Princess Bride. So I did Buttercup. And then I did David Tennant. The image is from Don't Blink. So I did that one. And then I did a Weeping Angel. And that is like right beside... it's right beside where someone had turned their back gate into a TARDIS. And last time I went down there, because it's been a little bit, last time I went down there, though, they really need to do some work on that TARDIS. And most of the paintings have gotten a bit old and they need to be refreshed. But I don't have the paint, so I can't go refresh mine. I think mine look okay, but I don't think we really sealed it. It was just house paint, but it wasn't anything resealed. Okay, so Lovey Bunny loves giving gifts, especially ones she makes. I feel like it would be really cool to put a custom card with it. Absolutely. Okay, I got to show you this. This is something that the video and blog posts are not up yet, but get my keyboard out the way. Get to the right camera. Okay, so the stuff I'm going to be playing with today is going to be new club kits from Spellbinders. Spellbinders is a company that I'm on their influencer team, so they send me stuff to play with. And this is one of the new things that we got this month. This is a stamp and die of the month. You can tell it's already stained. And the stain is because of the additional project I did with it. So first I did a sample, so I did a card. And this, I think, turned out super, super cute. And then I made using Artistry Iron-On ink. It's sublimation without a printer. I did this. And the video is going to be coming up on my channel probably this weekend. The way that the whole thing works with that. Oh, I've got the wrong face for the second part. There. Okay. And it presses it onto the surface, right? Well, with Artistry, she's basically done the same thing, except she's got markers, she's got paints, and she's got ink pads, which means all of our other crafty stuff, you know, the stuff that we do with our stamps and stuff, you can now do. And it's permanent. This is permanent. I can wash this and it's not going to come off. So I love this. It's so cool. So your idea of having a gift with a card that matches, this is perfect. I did something similar at Christmas time. I had a stencil set that I did I think it was a kitchen towel and a card to match. So I've already got an idea for another one. I've got this llama thing in my head. Mary, you know me and llamas right now, right? So I I think I might do one of my next projects with Artistry with this cute little llama from one of the stamp sets I've got because it's adorable. Okay, I keep hearing things tweet in my ear. I'm going to have to turn Discord down because it's too loud going in my ears. Every time somebody does something over there, it does things. So I got to turn it down. Do I have another way to turn it down other than that? Because that's a pain. No, because I don't know which one's on. Okay. I have all the buttons and things that I need to do more things with. Okay, output. Turning it down. I just have to remember to turn it back up next time I do things. Your Discord is going... Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It has been going crazy. Absolutely. Okay, so the things that I've got from... besides that first stamp set. So this is the stamp set. It actually has a second bird. Look at that little parrot. He's so cute. But a second one. I live in Florida, so I love all things tropical anyway. So we've got that. Then we've got the embossing folder of the month, which I've already played a little bit and did a couple of backgrounds, just doing some inking on them. So this is what it looks like without the ink. It's a pretty texture. So this is called lattice work. And then, oh, I have not played with this yet. Here is the die of the month that makes a couple of cute little birds. So you've got a little parrot and you've got a little toucan, plus some foliage to go with it. And then we've got, does anybody like foil? Well, welcome, Practical Porsche. Thank you so much for the follow. Magic Comic, you cannot blame anybody else but me. Okay, what are you blaming? I have to look. Everything is Supreme's fault today. And thank you so much for the follow, Mavlin. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so Lovey Bunny says, I play trading card games, and so I adore foil. Well, I have a hot foil system. So there's different ways that you can do foil. You can use, what was that? Oh, I'm happy the thing I fixed correctly. Yes, it did pop up correctly. Awesome. So there is where you can use toner foil, which is where you print things off with a laser printer, run them through a very hot laminator, and it transfers the foil. But there's also hot foil, which is done with hot foil plates. And this is what the Glimmer of the month. They call it Glimmer at Spellbinders. So we've got the Glimmer of the month, which is this tropical flower, and they added stencils to go with it. I have not played with that yet. And then, oh, this one is gorgeous too. Okay. And then we've got the Better Press of the month. Did I keep that? I thought I kept it. I did do one quick pressing with this one. This is super, super easy. And I'm thinking this is going to look fabulous on foil. Both of those are going to look good on foil. Well, I am going to follow Mary and Lovey Bunny's excitement. And we're going to go ahead and take out my Glimmer system, which is moved to the wrong part of my desk. Machikan says, oh no. Reskip says, okay. I'm trying to follow the chat. Where's my plug? I moved things around because I'm working on a couple of other projects. There we go. One of which is a course on, basically a mini course, an intro to hot foiling kind of thing. And I'm working on that. So I had those machines out. I've got actually 2 machines. Magic Comet, that is a very good question. Let me put your question up there. So do you need to buy a new die machine for hot foiling? Yes and no. So different machines work with different die cutting machines. So it depends on what you already have. Okay. I have my preference. My preference is the Glimmer. It will work in the Spellbinders, Platinum 6. It'll work in the Spellbinders Platinum. It'll work in the Sizzix Big Kick. The whole thing with that, it depends on how the Big Shot. Yes, perfect. It will fit through there. Actually, since you mentioned it, I'm going to run I can remember where I put it. I'm going to run get my Big Kick, which is the same thing as a Big Shot. It's just the Michaels brand, and that was my first one. And I'll show you with one run through, because I don't really like having that big thing on my desk. I'll show you with one run through that it works with it. And yes, it is right where I thought it was. So yeah, I don't actually use this because it is big. Okay, let's put that over there, put that over there. Moving things around. First thing first, I do need to heat this up. And I'm gonna move my camera out just a little bit, I think. Or all the way out. Let's see what it looks like. Welcome, welcome! Choo-choo! Okay, Mary is saying she still has to rearrange her craft area because she has to set up her new computer. Yep. Okay, ad break.
Don't turn
Yep.
your back. Don't look away and don't blink.
Yes! Somebody just played Don't Blink on my screen. I had David Tennant on my screen. I had to tell my hubby he's sitting off to the side, ignoring me. Okay. Bum. So I want this to be a little bit. There we go. I am changing it so I can maybe. Whatever. I was basically wanting to make sure you could see the whole thing. So we've got a switch on the back. Right here. We got a switch on the back. And then we've got these little buttons here. So first one says that the power's on. So if the red light, and it is red, if the red light is on, then you know that the power is on. Once this gets hot enough, the second one is going to turn green, and then we'll be ready to add things to it. Welcome! Yay! Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for popping in. We haven't really even gotten started yet. I've just been talking. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to have to wait. Welcome in! Now we got people quacking at me again. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out some foil. And this is just a little bit of what I've got. I've got a lot of rolls of foil. So since we want to do, I think I want to do this one. No, we're gonna do this one first instead of doing the Oh, who keeps quacking at me? That just quacks me up. Okay, that was bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this one with green. I've got some green foil out. Trying to make room. I know nobody else has a mess on their desk when they're crafting, do they? Nah, that's not a thing. And I need a card panel, which I just had out. I have heard folks say that if you're doing foiling, you should always use some really smooth cardstock. I do agree. I do agree with that for the most part. I don't really pay that much attention to it. I pretty much just use my Michael's Recollections cardstock or Accent Opaque or Nina. Those are basically the three. I don't really use that much Michael's anymore, but anyhow. Okay, so the way this is going to work, this is still heating up. It is warm. So it is warm. I'm going to place this onto my platform here, and I took a Sharpie. This is something I did to help me. I don't think I've got one out here right now. I took a Sharpie and basically marked off a couple of marks on there so I would... Okay, thank you for the Polaroid. Oh, by the way, Mary, thank you for the Polaroid from the last stream. That's what I used for our intro. So it was the picture you did. I removed the background and used it on there. So I'm going to basically just place this on here where I think I want it. I also tend to trim my cards down a little bit anyway, so it's okay. Okay, and when puns are amazing, own that crap, embrace the cringe. Oh, yes. And Supreme says, yeah, she is so punny. Yes, I know. So I'm putting the foil down. You always want to make sure that the shiny side, the pretty side, is facing away from your cardstock. Okay? So when you're going through a laminator with toner...
Don't look away and don't blink.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor. Okay, so with toner foiling, you've got your toner on your card, so you want to do it this way. In this case, we have the heat is going to be here, so we're going to have the shiny side facing the hot plate, and then the card goes on top. And the reason I have my tick marks is so that I can guesstimate where I want it to go. Then, where did I put those? I just had the stuff that goes on top of this out, and now it's probably under something. Oh, thank you so much!
Just subscribe.
Thank you so much for the sub, Zero Ghost. Welcome in, and thank you so much. So on Twitch, I tend to, this is actually the time slot that I try to stream each week. Doesn't happen every week, but I have been doing a lot more streaming though. I live stream on YouTube. Okay, gotta get back to this. We have a green light on here. So next we just hit the timer. And then we wait for it to stop blinking. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of the way so I can get this monster up onto my desk, which is very dusty and yeah, it's dirty. It's been sitting under a table for months because I don't use it. Kitties! Thank you for the kitties, Zero Ghost. Thank you, thank you. So on Tuesday nights at 5:30 Eastern, I go live on YouTube, and lately I've been multi-streaming, so I'm going live here also. So right now, I'm not streaming on YouTube, so everybody who normally sees me over there needs to come over here instead. Okay, it has been a bit since I tried this, thinking it should still fit. Okay, the light, okay, it's still blinking. Darn, I can't do it yet anyway. And I do like the fact that you asked me about that, because that reminded me that I probably need to put that into my mini course that I'm doing. I need to put a little demo showing it going through a machine other than the two that I use the most. Now, I've also got a Gemini foil press. The foil press, yes, you can stream both at the same time. I'm using Restream. Actually, I'm multi-streaming to more than that. Yeah, it's bad. I'm using Restream. There is a free service on Restream where you can stream to 2 places at the same time without having to pay for it. And I'm going through OBS. So I do everything through OBS, which is why I've got all the overlays and all the things going on. I've got it all through OBS. And I have my Restream connected to that. And that's something else I'm planning on doing at some point too. I have some friends on YouTube that want to know more about how to use OBS, so I need to put together a course on that too. It's been a hot minute. They've been asking. Okay, what happened? Oh, thank you so much for the gifted subs! Yay! Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that. Okay, so this is about the same thickness as this. So we have to take out the platform, which I forgot. And then we're just going to run that through. And a lot of this depends on the machine that you're using. So yeah. So much energy. Yes. Hello, Inez Hobby. Welcome, welcome. Right now, I am just playing with some of the new things that I picked up from Spellbinders. I'm a card maker primarily. I like doing everything, but I don't really have the time to do everything, so I pretty much stuck to card making. So, y'all ready to see the flower? So this is the first time, I know that it's supposed to work, but I haven't actually tested it in my big kick. So this is going to be a great experiment for us. Okay, looking at that, I can see the impressions. So you can see that texture, so it should work, and I can see a little bit over under the side. Works perfect. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm happy. And it came off so clean. There's no overfoiling or anything that I can use the waste. I have a trick for that. I can use the waste and put this on another card. So I can do it with a green flower, or it could be a succulent. I think this to me looks a lot like a succulent. So I'm going to do that. And since I've got the thing out, I'm pretty sure I still have that panel in here. Or did I put it away? And by putting it away, I just mean in a different bin. As I just had it out. Quack! Okay. So, I'm going to use this time. But I'm not going to use my big kick because it's in my way. It's in my way. So this time I'm going to use this this plate. This is a solid plate. Oh, they said, hello, Mr. Debbie, because Supreme doesn't know your name yet. Who was that? Zero Ghost. So that's Todd, and a lot of the folks in my YouTube streams, they know him. And I also have, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but you're going to see in the chat, I do have a timer set up that's got all the links to all the peoples that are in the raid train. I got all of them in there. Oh, that's warm. So another thing that comes with your platform is this silicone mat. And where's my magnet that I don't use? This is a magnet that comes with it. Now, this time I lucked out. A lot of times the plates are too heavy. So I went and got a magnet from Dollar Tree in the automotive section. So I use this a lot with... Supreme says, I will always call him Mr. Debbie. Who said he's allowed to have his own identity? He's not following you, so he gets no say. I mentioned in an earlier stream that he doesn't follow my channel. Actually, I don't think he has an account on YouTube or Twitch at all. So he watches YouTube, but he doesn't actually follow anybody. He hasn't subscribed or followed to anybody on anything. Nope. He's just not into that. And I just realized I need to make my face a little bit smaller. Or bigger. There we go. Welcome in, we create. Welcome, welcome. So anyway, I think this turned out lovely. Now this is already cooled down. It's not that bad. But when it is hot, you don't necessarily want to pick it up with your hands. So having a magnet to pick it up is helpful. So for the waste, I'm going to use this guy. There are a lot of different solid plates that you can use. There's a lot of companies that have got them. Spellbinders has got some different shapes. And I love this. So I'm going to put this one down. And we're going to let that one heat up. And while it's heating up, I can start coloring my flower. So I'm going to move this one off to the side, back onto the magnet sheet. And this is just going to heat up off to the side. Thank you for all the kitties. And those last ones are those are guinea pigs. That's too cute. Oh, by the way, we do have trains in there too. And as Hobby Corner says, oh, another streamer I don't follow. You get my follow. We create. Woohoo! Starry's guinea pigs. Those are so cute. Yep. Okay. So this month, this guy came with, I'm assuming it came with, Sometimes they send me extras that didn't come with. But this is a stencil set that matches our flower perfectly. And I think I'm going to do some Simon Hurley inks because love Simon Hurley. My two favorites are Simon Hurley and Catherine Pooler. I haven't decided what colors I want to go with. So I'm just going to pull out a bunch of them. I mean, my favorites, of course, are the blues because my favorite color is blue. But I have been kind of wanting to play with some of the purple a little bit more because I just got them. So I had not had the Crown Me before. Let's see. We could actually do both of those. That would be kind of interesting. And of course, it's just paper, so I could always do another one. Mary's trying to do it. Did somebody already interrupt you? Yes, somebody already interrupted you once. Okay, you got that. Okay. So I just thought it was funny that Marion was trying to do a pyramid, and people were blocking her. Okay, and let's get out. I'm getting out my Misty, and you guys are probably going to wonder, why is she getting out her Misty? It's because I've got my Waffle Flower sticky grid inside it, sticky mat inside it, and yeah, I'm moving things around so I can still see my stream deck. And it holds my paper in place. So that means I'll be able to, oh, I didn't bring my brushes over. Anyway, I'll be able to do all the things, and yeah. Might help if I put it on there, right? Okay, so there's that one. And I think I want this part. Let's see. Do we want to do just blues? I've got two different colors of blue. And if they are too similar, I've also got Catherine Pooler's blue. So I think that might be what I'm going to do, because I haven't tried this one before, so I want to see how... What? The ship is throwing eggs at Supreme. What did you do that for? Okay, so I'm going to start off with, let's do Clear Skies. It's a little bit lighter, and then I can come in with a darker if I want to. And I'm just going to use my big brush. You thought it was an... Chip thought it was an excellent idea. Something else that I don't know, I know that some of you guys might not be able to see it, but I also added a chat thing down at the bottom, so that you guys can see the chat scrolling across. You guys just keep on burping. What have you been eating? So this answers one. I didn't have it straight. Okay. I didn't have it straight. There's part of it that's going to be white that I didn't want to be white. So I'm moving it down a little bit. There we go. Now we've got that edge. Durr. And you probably see these parts that are a little bit darker once I press down on them. That's where that sticky mat, which is basically a giant stamp, is ice cream and sushi, is holding my stencil down for me. There we go. So yes, you can color over stencil, over hot foil. You can use alcohol markers over hot foil. That works perfectly fine. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the Remember Me, and we're going to see how it looks. It may not be enough of a difference. Okay, that looks pretty good. then I've got another brush here so I can come bringing in some additional. Supreme, do I get the day off tomorrow to troll the train? Supreme, can I? I thought you were saying could you, and it turns out you were saying you are. You got the day off tomorrow. Awesome. Okay, I am pulling in a bit more of the color, so I think these leaves are going to be a little bit darker, which is nice. That's kind of what I wanted. And you can do this with whatever color combination you want. Magic and Comic is still untangling. Oh no, ship. Whoops, I mean, yay. There we go. That's the one I was trying to pull up. I am trying to avoid the parts that are exposed because I didn't... You can use tape for that. Mint tape works great as a mask. I just didn't take the time to do it. I keep getting distracted by the chat. Y'all are too fun. Okay, I think I do want to bring it a little bit more. I think I'm going to get that darker color. I love that color too. And I just went through I just rearranged all of my inks so I could actually find them. So this one is suede shoes. Big difference between the different pads. This one has got a felt pad. This one has a foam pad. So you have to be careful. This one is, if it's still as juicy as I think it is, it could bring a lot of ink in that I don't necessarily want to. So I'm just going to try to pick up some. Might need to be re-inked actually. I'm trying to go at the base of these petals. Just make it a little bit darker. I'm going to say that's good enough. Let's see what it looks like. What do you think, guys? And that was a lot quicker than trying to color it all with markers, but you could definitely do that too. Where's my... I can never get my fingernails under it. And you can see where I didn't line it up exactly perfect on the first go round. So there is some lighter areas, but I think it looks really nice. There is one other thing. I do need some green. Do I have green out here? Yep, later gator. There's a stem, and there is a stencil piece right there for the stem. There we go. Oops. And this one, I don't really have enough sticky area to hold it. There we go. And might help if I had a brush. Where did I put all my other brushes? Okay, so Mel says, if I was a card maker, I would so want the card or the Glimmer system or the stencils. Okay, I'd say that this is done. And the inks, these that I'm using are dye-based, that they just basically just need to be rinsed off. And that's quick and easy to do. But yeah, I love the blue. Blue's my favorite. Okay, so I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. And then we're going to play again with that foil. because this has been sitting over here ready to go. So what we're going to do with it this time is we've still got, this is the waste foil from our previous project, okay? This is what we were using on the previous one. Again, we need to make sure that the foil is, we grab a piece of cardstock first. There we go. But we need to have the matte side up, shiny side down. Shiny side is always facing away from the cardstock. And then I'm going to put another panel down. Put my plates on top. We've got 2 plates that come with the Glimmer system. One is a spacer pad and one is a thin shim. The thin shim is actually heat protection too. Because, you know, heat does tend to warp things, right? And I'm getting out my Platinum 6. But see how much easier it is for me to manage this one on my desk? Love this machine. Okay, might want to hit the button. So I just hit the timer button. I'm actually going to let it run through a couple of times through the timing on there. You already have 4 die cut machines. Wow. Well, I would say if you're wanting to do foil with them, make sure that the foil system that you get works with one of the ones that you've got. I just have the 2 right now, although Spellbinders did come out with a cute little thing and I kind of want it. So they've got a new mini, and I can't remember what the name of it is, but it just came out like this month. And it's like, and what's bad is I found out from one of my, and it's purple, yes. And Mary's favorite color is purple. So she, of course, wants all the things that are purple. Now, I'm sad because it's not in blue. Yes, I am an enabler because I like playing with all the things. But I also want you to use what you've got. That's why I'm saying that if you decide you want to do, okay, this has now, the light has now turned green. The light has now turned green, so I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on and let it heat up again. Now, the reason I'm doing that is this is a big flat area. In order for it to transfer well, and I only found this out because I saw it on somebody else's channel and I tried it, is because it doesn't get quite hot enough to transfer all of it. It's a lot of foil to transfer all at once. So I'm reheating it a second time with everything in place, and then I'm going to run it through. I mean, if you still don't get as good of results as you want, if you're still getting underfoiling, try it again, doing it three heat ups and see how it does. Supreme says purple is live. I used to be the cool kid on the block with all the fun supplies till others showed up. When I was alone in my little craft room, I was the coolest. Jess. I think I've still got a little bit of the cold that I've been fighting since Creativation. I was fortunate enough to go to New Orleans, to Louisiana, to New Orleans for Creativation this year. And then when I got back, I had a cold and I was sick for 3 weeks. So I am so behind on all the things. This collection I'm playing with right now came out the first of the month. I think they went on sale on the 6th. So I was supposed to have had all this stuff done by no later than like yesterday. And I haven't had time to get it all done. So. Okay, Lovey Bunny is making a purple shawl. Yay. And Mary thinks that it would be so pretty. It's going to take forever. It's the way it's set up. That means you're doing something really intricate. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm still waiting. We can listen to the music while the Scout, yes, I do have affiliate links to everything. If you're interested, just let me know. Most of my videos have got the links and stuff there, so if you're interested. But So who else have I not shouted out yet? Come on, do its thing. I set up a shout out button on my Stream Deck. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna first off go with Lovey Bunny. Welcome in. Mel says she was just thinking about opening up a tab to watch Bandit. Yeah, I do the same thing. Actually, somebody told me about a multi-stream thing for Chrome where you can actually watch two at once. And that's really good for if you've got two people that are playing a game against each other and you can see both of their screens. So that's kind of cool. Why is this taking so long? Come on. I'm still waiting. For you guys that just came in, I am Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. I do primarily card making, although I like to do lots of things. I just don't have the time to do all the things. Anybody feel me? And today we're playing with some new Spellbinders products. These are the Spellbinders Club Kits for May. Yes, it is May. Days. I don't know what day it is. Anyway, since my desk isn't really doing anything right now. Yep. But anyway, we're playing with some things that I got from Spellbinders. I'm on their influencer team, so I am behind on everything. So we're going to play with some of the stuff that I got in to play with. And thank you for the meow, Miss Terry Cooper. Welcome in. Welcome in. She actually quacked at me too, and I didn't realize it was her. Love you, honey. This is crazy. I am having a blast, and I love that we have all of the raiders coming in and all the new folks, and I love getting to meet all of y'all. And my face is in two spots. There. Okay. First thing we've been playing with has been my Glimmer system. We've got this. This is the Glimmer of the month, a big pretty flower. And I really need to check the website and confirm, but it either comes with a stencil set or there is a companion stencil set to go with it. And we just finished coloring up this one. I think it turned out so super pretty. And now we're waiting for my Glimmer system to heat back up so that we can play with the reverse foil, which I'm a dummy. I should have done it before. I shouldn't. Yeah. We're basically, if you're doing, when you're doing one of the flat plates, you want to try to heat it up twice to make sure it gets nice and hot. This feels pretty hot. I'm impatient, and I don't want y'all to wait. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch back over. We're gonna run it through. See, it doesn't say that it's done yet. It doesn't say that it's ready. And to make it heat up a second time, all I did was I turned off the machine and turned it back on immediately. But let's see if this comes through the way I expect it to. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Supreme, for that. Don't forget, if you want to meet more incredible creative people, Debbie J has all of the links to all of the streamers in her About page. One-stop shop to follow them all. I've also got this up over on my website. So I've got a calendar up over there that has links to all of the... Yeah, I'm rolling it back and forth a couple of times, but has links to everybody for the entire 5 days. I think it's 5 days, right? Whispers are blocked. Okay, so Mary was trying to have a private conversation. Yes, and over on the Discord, I've also got links to everything over there, just like Supreme does. Supreme has got links to everybody on her Discord. And thank you, Mary. She put up the link to my Discord if you guys would like to join it. So y'all ready to see this? I'm hoping that it did well. I didn't want to send my Discord link in your channel. Okay. I don't know if it would have let you, but anyway, it probably would have. So you can see the imprint. That's the shape of our plate there, right? And I'm hoping, I'm going to cool it a little bit. I'm hoping it heated up enough. Lovely. So this does have a little bit of overfoiling, and that's fine. You can usually use an eraser or a sand eraser, which of course I don't have right here. I've got 3 carts that I moved away from my desk because I was also starting to get a little bit of anxiety from having too much clutter too close to me. Nobody else has that problem, right? But I've got too much stuff, too many things I want to play with all at once, and I like having everything within reach, but at least I only have to stand up to go get it. So I'm going to try a regular eraser first. Yeah, Inez understands. I'm going to try a regular eraser first, and it should come off fine. My problem with regular erasers is it also tends to hold any of the graphite, and I don't like that to transfer. So we've got that. We've also got the mono sand eraser. These I've had these for years. And those you can basically just sand off any of that overfoiling. Sometimes if the foiling hasn't adhered really well on there, you may even be able to just use some tape to get it off. Because I've done that before too. You do want to make sure you don't go over the part you want to keep though. So there we go for that. So this one we could add, so you can add whatever you want to the front of it. You could add another focal point, a focal image, or a sentiment or whatever, but that's basically, I've got the makings of 2 cards already ready. So since I still want to play with my hot foil system, let me take, this is one of the pads that I do need to use my bigger magnet. Nez loves the Frosty tools, yes. So this works great. This one isn't always strong enough. This is the one that comes from Spellbinders that you can pick up most of your plates with. I got this one. This is just something I got from Dollar Tree. It was like $1, yeah. But I keep it just for this. Yeah, Frosty Tools is super fun. Okay. So now, the next thing I want to play with my Glimmer system with is not a Glimmer plate. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Another thing that they sent me that's in this batch of things for this part of the month is called the Better Press. And Better Press system is absolutely fantastic. It basically, you're able to ink up and stamp, and I thought I had it. Oh, is it in here? It's probably not. I know I've done one. I did a panel like real quick last week. You put ink on here and you're going to press it into the cardstock, especially if it's a thicker cardstock, and you're going to have this wonderful texture that has that imprint in there. It's kind of like reverse embossing, if you want to think about that. Embossing always has that raised bit, and this is going to have an imprint, so it is fabulous. But because it is metal, you can hot foil with this. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we can go back and use it with the Better Press system, and you can see the difference between the two. But this is one of the things I absolutely love about that. One of the big differences I've noticed between the 2 different types of plates, the Glimmer versus the Better Press, is the Better Press has a lot more definition. You've got finer lines. So yeah, you're able to get a little extra. So I'm also going to put the sentiment in there, although you could do them separate. And what color foil do I want to use this time? Let's go with rainbow. This one is a rainbow confetti, which when you look at the foil, it kind of looks weird. It's like, I don't know if I like this, but when I've used it on a card, it's like, oh my God, that is gorgeous. Okay. And your foil, you can cut with your scissors or I've seen folks use I forgot what the blade's kind of called, a rotary blade. And I've also got the quick cutter, but I have so much stuff on my desk right now, I'm not pulling out anything else to go along with it. So we're going to do the same thing we did with the other. Got a piece of cardstock. We're going to have the foil facing away from the card, so it's going to be shiny side down. Put our card on top of it. Put our plates on top of it. And then hit the timer button. Oh, you shared a picture of your shawl. So while we're waiting on this, I should be able to go ahead and pull that up. Let me move some things around real quick. So was that on, I'm assuming that that was on Supremes. Art. So of course I'm looking for it. Oh, you shared it on mine. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, over in the Crafty Hub. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. I'm hoping that this is going to turn out the way I want. I've been messing around with all of my overlays and stuff. Like you guys have already seen the train and all the things. So let's see if this other one works the way it's supposed to. Okay, that's not the face I want. So hi. Yeah, there I am. I want this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So there is your pretty shawl. That is gorgeous. She shared it in the Crafty Hub. So Mary was just asking that. You'll be working on it forever. That is one reason why I don't do a lot of crocheting, because I do video. And since I do video, I kind of need to be able to share what I'm doing on video, and I would never get finished with anything. And cards are a quick and easy way. It's also a quick and easy way for me to improve my skills, because with enough practice, you get better. Yeah, I know. That is super nice. Love it. Love it. Okay, she showed another picture. Okay, so this is the pattern that she's going with. Oh, that is gorgeous. You know, when you get done with that one, you could do one in blue for me and send it to me. And Mary will take that one off your hands when you get done. I think Supreme would as well. Okay. Let's see if I can get back to the right place. Okay. It still has the picture up there at the top. I might just leave the picture up there. There's your shawl. Up in the picture. Okay, so this is ready to go. And so we're going to go ahead and run that through my Gemini Junior, which does live on the floor or under my desk. I can't wait to see how colorful this one's going to be. Just roll that on through. Streaming helps me focus on my projects personally. Okay, Lovey Betty, does that mean when you're streaming, you're able to focus on your projects, or when you're watching people stream? Well, thank you so much, Esper B. Welcome, welcome. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look at you can kind of look and see the texture on there. And this one really looks kind of interesting. I can't. Yeah. Well, I have to admit, Lovey Benny, I'm kind of the same way. I do a lot of video recording, so recording the videos makes me get the things done, but that also means I've got enough stuff to do. I just keep going, and it has definitely helped my, I've gotten a lot better. Let's just put it that way, over how I was a couple of years ago. You see that? I do have a little overfoiling, but, oh, this is so fun. Oh, look at that. That is so fun. And I'm going to pull out a different plate. I've got a full size, A2 size from Catherine Pooler, instead of a shaped one that I think I'm going to use for the reverse. And that's going to be so fun. Yes. This one does need a little work though, because it does have some overfoiling, like especially up at this bird's wings. So I'm going to use some tape, and I'm just going to gently. Haha! I didn't even have to do gently, but yeah, I just put it on there and it pulls it right off. Did you see that? This is all clean now, so I can just go over the entire thing. You do want to be careful when it comes to tape, though, because sometimes you can pull off stuff that you didn't want to come off. But this one turned out so fun. And a lot of times when I'm using foil, a lot of times I don't really want to add anything else to it. You know, I know on that first one I did the coloring because of it was a flower, but this one I don't want to add anything to. I might. Welcome, Melilia. Welcome, welcome. I might do a background in one of the colors, you know, do a matting layer for it. But other than that, this one is fabulous. Let's clean up a little bit more around the words. Oh, this is gorgeous. See what I mean? The foil looks really weird to begin with. It's got all those splotchy I mean, when I first got it, I was like, I don't know about this. But it's perfect. It winds up making such a fun design. Okay. Okay. This is going to be so fun. Asperby is cooking me dinner. What's for dinner? What are we having? Okay. I'm flabbergasted right now. First off, we had the raid, but then that turned out so fabulous. Like, yeah. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do with the foil at the moment. Here's the biggest problem with when you decide to dive into the hot foiling or even toner foiling. When you decide to... Ooh, she's saying, I have to ask the fridge. Probably pasta. Yes. Well, I do like my fettuccine Alfredo. You can always add chicken or something in. But yes. If you decide to dive into the hot foil world, it's hard to stop creating with it. Yeah. The only thing that really stops me when it comes to that is that I have too many other projects I need to get done. So that's the only reason I don't. And the same thing with the better press. I think that's what I'm going to do yet next. We're going to do a better press. So let me put my foiling system, put the foil off to the side, let the foiling system cool down, and put that off to the side. And then I need to get my better press plates back off because those need to cool off before I use them. Where did I put my magnet? Mary, did you steal my magnet? She's always stealing my stuff. There we go. Now this one, even with this stronger magnet, it still didn't want to come over. Okay, so let's grab out the better press system next. And right now I'm basically just doing the main panels and then we can put things together if we have time before the next stream. I mean, we do still have 50 minutes, but I kind of, yeah. If y'all keep distracting me, and I love it, and I want you to do it, but that sometimes makes it so I don't get things done as quick as I would like. I'm definitely going to have to go back and redo that though later. That's going to be so pretty. Okay, so this is the better press system. Oh yeah, I forgot. Meow. These, I can do one of my embossed folders. This is one thing I use for a lot of my matting pieces and for a lot of my different cards when it comes to the club kits is I use the embossing folder. And I love this one. That's why I had to go ahead and try it. I'll try it 2 ways. So what I wound up doing with this one is, you know that technique where you ink one side of the embossing folder before running it through? Hello. That's what I did. Hello there. That's what I did. This one was with one side inked and this one was with the other side inked. I kind of like this one better. I'll probably do more of that. I still haven't played with those birds. Okay. What do I need? Got that. I need my ink. And you can use pretty much any ink that you want to with this. I have used, I basically went through all the different types of ink that I have in my stash. First off, this piece is magnetic, which is super cool. And the way that it works, okay, that's cool. The way that it works is this adheres down. So that's the chase, and this is the platen. The platen, these guys here, all four of those little pieces are spring-loaded and magnetic. So when you send your card and everything through, it presses it down into the plate, and that's what adds your texture to it. It's better if you use a heavier weight cardstock. I'm going to grab some watercolor cardstock because guess what? I lost my panels again. I only have like a handful of the good linen cardstock. Do I even have any more of my watercolor? Don't tell me I need to cut more of it down. Ooh, I did find them. Okay. So this is some, I think it's like 110 pound, and it is, basically it's a cotton paper. It's really, really nice, really, really pretty. So just by itself, it feels elegant. So I think I'm going to move this out first. Well, I'm going to put them both down. This is a little bit bigger than A2 size, which is fine. That can go in the middle. But I think I want to do the center, I'm going to do in black, better press ink. And then I'm going to do the outside, I think, with hydrangea. Hydrangea is my favorite. It is this pretty, pretty blue. It's kind of got a little bit of a greenish tint to it. Okay, Lovey Bunny is going to get some chai tea. And the way that you put this on, it's basically tap and twist. And, oh, this is the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong ink. I was thinking, why is this not looking black? I grabbed out the French blue. I want the black. The French blue is pretty. It's really soft and subtle, though. So I'm just putting this down right over the top. I don't care. If it decides that it's got a little bit of a blue undertone, that's fine. And the reason I did this is because I'm going to run everything through at once. I want the two different colors to basically stay where they're supposed to. Okay, next we're going to put this one down. And again, line it up pretty much with those edges. And now I can tell this is a little bit off. It's not quite centered, so I'm just going to move it over a little bit. I like using my tweezers because it doesn't get ink all over my fingers. And there is a grid on the platen, so on the chase, so that helps you to get everything lined up perfect. Okay, now we're going to come in with my hydrangea, and this is a big enough one that I can just hold it in place on one side and it's going to be fine, so I don't have to worry about it shifting. The littler plates, sometimes they want to shift around. And I know I'm probably twisting more than I actually need to, but that's okay. There's also some ink going down in between, and that could transfer over, but it's going to be lighter, and I'm not really that concerned with it. If it bothers you, just don't go as heavy-handed, and maybe take a paper towel and clean up some of it if you notice that you've got some that goes too far. The funnest thing about the Better Press, in my mind, is that I got to see it for the first time at Creativation when Denzel from Spellbinders was demoing it. And I got to chat with him while he was doing it, and it was so much fun. So now I'm going to put my paper down. And the platen and chase, they both have those registration marks, so you know right where to put it. So actually, this is going to do a big coverage thing, so I'm going to do a little trick. I'm going to roll up a piece of tape and put it about where I think it's supposed to go. Actually, I should be able to do that just by looking here. I'm going to put a piece of tape here and there. The reason I'm doing it like this, first off, the tape is going to hold it hopefully where we're not going to be stamping, because again, this is going to press it in just like your embossing folders. So if you have something extra in any of the areas, it's possible that you could wind up with a kind of an odd shape there. And I want this to come through as clean as possible. Okay, so I got it in place. I just put it on here long enough to get it in place. Now I can press it down, and now we're going to flip it over so the card has to be facing the design. And then, getting out my Platinum 6 again. I really, really, really need to, get more paper. And go ahead and just roll that through. And I just realized that we have no music. And I have a button for that where it's not too loud, but it's not too quiet. So now we got the music back. I forgot to turn it back on. There we go. Okay. And it's best not to roll it back and forth. I was almost did. If you roll it back and forth, you could get a little bit of ghosting. Because it's possible it could shift slightly. So, there we go. It's pretty much perfect. I think I'm going to do another one. I didn't get any ink right there, so that's the reason right here we've got a little bit of an impression, but no ink. But it's basically perfect stamping. Perfect stamping. I think what I want to do this time, though, I want to do different colors than just the blue. So let's add some other colors in. Oh, and this always feels so nice. I do love that. I love all the colors on that one that we foiled. Okay, so I've also got some archival ink. I'm going to go ahead and use some of it this time. Now, the biggest difference between the archival ink and the Better Press ink is the Better Press ink is actually thicker. So it is archival ink. It is all from Ranger, but the Better Press is a thicker ink, so it works better. But like I said, you can use basically anything you want to. I've used Catherine Pooler. I've used Simon Hurley. I've used Lisa Horton. Her interference inks are fabulous. So we've got some red on there. I'm going to overlap a little bit with the hydrangea. And then we can bring in some orange. Because I want this one to be bright and colorful. Okay, and then I think I'm going to go with the green. The color is called Leaf. I'll do that for the center this time. Just being careful not to shift it. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and run that through again. And this takes basically no time. Already got the new panel on there, so just flip it. And we'll run that through. And look at that. That is so fun. Yes. Okay, for cleanup, you want to use archival ink cleaner or in conjunction with alcohol. The alcohol does help to break it down. So I use alcohol quite a bit, but I also got my archival ink cleaner over there somewhere. Again, I need to go get it. Oh, thank you so much, Vixen. I love the way these turned out. I still think that my favorite way at this point is foil. Foil, it tastes longer because you have to have the machine heat up and all of that, but I absolutely love the results. Another trick that I saw on Jennifer McGuire was using plastic packaging on your magnetic plate thing here, and that's so that you don't wind up with staining and stuff. It's easier to clean up. So I've got some plastic just... Yeah, I've got plastic on there that I just leave on there now. Let me get... Where'd I put it? And this cleans better. A rag is going to clean it a lot easier than trying to use a paper towel. I tend to rip up the paper towel. But you can see this is coming up real nice. And this is just with alcohol. Of course, reds are going to stain things. Reds and orange are going to stain things more so than your blues, but... Vixen says I'm making her want a foil machine even more. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I was falling in love with foil watching other people do it a few years ago, and then I got the Gemini foil press, and I had mixed results. Let's just put it that way. It was hard to figure out which foil to use, what temperature to use. It's one that it's got 3 different heat settings. And it is less expensive. I don't think it's really a lot less expensive than the Gemini is at this point. But my problem with it is that I was trying to do all of my foiling using the foils that were most readily available, which were going to be the Glimmer. A lot of companies have got the ones that require higher heat to do a good impression or to do a best impression. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this. This is all stained now, but it's still pretty. Even just like your stamps, even if it's stained, it still works fine. So I do still have my foil press. I tried it out again day before yesterday. It still works fine, but my problem with it was, number one, figuring out what the best settings were going to be for it. And then even once I figured it out, I wound up learning later that you don't want to leave it on all the time. The recommendation for Spellbinders Glimmer system is if you're using your Glimmer system and you're... Thank you for the follow! But if you're going to be using your Glimmer system, just leave it plugged in. That's what it says in the instructions. Just leave it plugged in. And I'm going to turn that off because I don't want everything else heating up. But yeah, just leave it plugged in and you're good to go. And I tend to, a lot of times if I'm foiling, I'm going to do a lot of foiling. So I kind of want to keep the machine heated up so you don't have to have it cool down. On that one, you basically have to let it cool down and heat back up. I thought it said you were following already, so I don't know positively crafting, but I want to say thank you anyway. Love having you here, hun. So I got that one with I wound up finding out after I bought it that I needed a different die cutting machine because it does not work with the Sizzix. And that was my die cutting machine at the time. You have to use the Gemini Junior or the Gemini. So I had to get another machine. I had to get an electric die cutting machine. It's like, okay, so I used that one for a very long time. And then I finally decided, you know what? Oh, the next problem I had is because of the heating so much, the platform warped. So this is perfectly straight. This one is perfectly straight. And this is something it didn't dawn on me until a couple of days ago that this might be part of the reason. With the Gemini foil press, it's actually much thinner. It's a thinner platform, and I think because of that and because of the materials they use to make it, it warps really, really easy, and mine warped enough that it wound up with a big crack right here. If that's something you want to see, I did a video. I was on a live stream 3 years ago. I came across it again, but there was a live stream 3 years ago where I was using it. I used it one last time live with a crack in it, and it still worked. And I bought another platform. Great. Well, after that, I decided, you know what? The same thing's going to happen again. So I went ahead and invested in the Glimmer system. I have never had a problem with it. I don't have to think about what temperature it is. It's basically you heat it up and you go. It's very, very user friendly. And after watching a a podcast that had Denzel from Spellbinders in it. I kind of understand more about behind the scenes at Spellbinders, what they do. They're constantly trying to find ways to make things easier for us to do. And make it more accessible and easier for the average crafter to be able to do these things. So that's what they're doing with all of their products. I mean, that's what it is with the Better Press. Basically, it started off with, there's the big letterpress machines, and then they finally got someone out of shrinking them down some, but they were still incredibly messy. This was super easy to do. I don't even know what I'm doing now. We do have another 30 minutes left, and I've got multiple card stuff basically ready to go. I mean, I think this is so pretty. And sounds like my husband has a work call. Those are lovely. The other thing that I still need to play with, and I'm probably going to do some this afternoon, maybe on camera, maybe not, is the die cutting. Where's my die cut things? I know, you guys hear me say, where is, more often than not. I also had a wax seal. The embossing folder. And this little guy. Tropical Friends. Which is a couple of cute birds. These are going to be so fun. Yeah, I'm going to play with those later today. Another thing that I've got coming in the mail, because they don't send it to me automatically, is the large die of the month, which is a flamingo. Yeah, I can't wait to get that. Hopefully I will make time to actually play with it before the new stuff comes out, but it probably isn't going to happen because I'm actually getting ready to go on another trip. For you guys that don't already know that I've just came back from Creativation. I was gone for a week, and then I was sick, and I've been trying to get caught up on all the things ever since then. Todd has now decided we're going to go to visit his parents, because one of the reasons he couldn't go on the trip with me, and we haven't gone to see his folks, is because we had some kitties with issues, and our kitties passed away over the last couple of months. So now he's able to go. And he misses his parents, which that is totally fine. Which means my live streams are going to be coming from there. Oh. I just realized I got foil on this when we were doing the Better Press. I need to clean that off too. And actually, foil cleans off easy with acetone. So for you guys that don't already know that, it cleans up with acetone. However, you don't really want to use it on your spacer pad, because it will wind up looking like this. It won't be as clear. It does start to break down some of the plastic. I mean, it's still usable, but it doesn't look as good, which is the only reason why you want to clean this stuff up too. This is also, if you ever happen to accidentally put your foil on upside down, you know, instead of shiny side down, you put it shiny side up, you're going to foil your hot plates, and you can clean it right off with some acetone. Quick and easy. So one thing I did want to do, I'm going to go ahead and do that now because I don't want to forget. I had shown you guys that one picture. I've actually got it pulled up over on Discord so that I can show you guys all the folks that are going to be in the where's the page? All the folks that are going to be in the raid train. So I want to at least show you guys all the names and stuff. If I can find the right page again. I think it'll actually... That's not the page I want. This is what happens when you had everything situated the way you wanted and then you don't anymore and you forgot. It's not that page. Not that page. Not that page. Well, where the heck did it go? Oh, there we go. I've also got this up on my website, edu.debbiejscraftingcorner.com. Up at the top of the page, on all the pages on my site, there is a new calendar that I just added in. On the calendar, it has where you can pull up all of the thing about the raid trade. It's got how many days it is. It's got a list of all the folks that are in it. So I wanted to make sure I gave that. I also want to try to give a shout out to as many folks as I possibly can. There we go. And my sinuses are now trying to act up again. Okay, so we have got a raid train going on from yesterday through Monday. That is a long, long one. Yesterday we had Supreme Doom and Mammonoland. I cannot say it. Thank you so much for Quiet Mirth following my channel. Yay! Why did I not hear that one? Oh, I don't have all the audio things on here. That's why. Okay. I only have a couple of the things working on this one right now, and so most of the other alerts are not going to come up on this screen. But that's okay. I wanted this to be special for you guys. Okay, so we've got those, and let me see if I can do a shout out for any of that, because I don't know who. I know Supreme is in here. The button's not working. So there's a shout out for Miss Supreme. And in case you didn't know, I am typically over on YouTube, so I don't really know all of the things when it comes to Twitch, but I'm learning. I am learning. It's slow going, but I am learning. Be right back. Delivery here. Vixen is going away. Positively Crafty gave us some kitties and some trains. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to see if I can do everybody who I see that is in. I am going to see if I can do that one. So we've got I Just Knit. Is she in? This is really kind of neat. There we go. So I'm able to do this on my Stream Deck, and I've never done that before. So shout out to I Just Knit. Thank you, thank you. Okay, and then after her this morning, she was at 5 a.m. Oh my god, too freaking early. Hey, Jax! Yeah, she just farts and leaves. That's the way she is. That's the way my Jax is. Love ya, honey. So I'm looking for a Lullaby. So Lullaby was in this morning at 7 a.m. And then we had Writer Girl. And I popped into her stream earlier. And then, of course, we had Catherine197 who popped into me. I'm pretty sure that Writer Girl is probably sleeping because I know that she was needing to head off to sleep. She was doing some needle felting. I have never tried that one. And then, of course, we've got me, and then next we've got Minty Pie. So Minty Pie is going to be coming up next. I could have sworn I saw her name on here. Oh, here's Catherine's. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to just go through the names, and then I will try going back and hitting the buttons for everybody as I see that I know the folks are in here. So we've got Minty Pie at 3, so that's who we're going to be streaming into next. Then we'll have Tina CI and the Traveling Tatter, and then Inventor Evan. Yeah. Anyway, words. So Vixen is in here. I'm hitting buttons. Okay, so then tomorrow is jam-packed too. Asperby, who is in here now, is going to be up tomorrow. Then we'll have Crafty Lady 2019, and Fricka Friggy, and Scoobaloo, and then Rosie 42, and I love these folks. And then of course Vixen, which you've been seeing her in here, so she's going to be tomorrow at 3. And then we've got the Crafty Cub and MBO Crafting and Hijinks. And again, it's going to be going on for days and days and days. Yeah, who's Vixen? I don't know who Vixen is. Who the heck is Vixen? And we'll have Lady Cricket Bugs. It's going to be 5 a.m. on Saturday. And I'm going Eastern time because that's where I am. Yeah, we have ads. I do want to thank everybody who is watching the ads, though, because you know what? That helps to support my channel. Yes, so many inspiring people. And a lot of these folks, I have not seen their stuff yet, so I don't know what all they do. But I'm going to try to watch as many as possible and make sure that I'm following them all. Yeah, sometimes you get so busy you don't have time to watch everything, but I'm going to do my best. Oh my god, Mr. Spoon is also on the train. That's great. Okay, I don't know who that is, but anyway. We've got Clint SYH, Leothano, Lady J, Grim Reaper, Magic and Comet, Kaylee Obsidia, and then again Miss Supreme Doom, Saturday at 7. And then Elda's Escape. Oh, Vixen's stepson. Fabulous. And then again, Sunday is jam-packed. We've got Tiny Turtle Tammy. We've got Cleanse SYH again. Then we've got 2 more streams. We've got a long time hanging with Supreme on Sunday because it's her birthday. Happy birthday! And then we've got Silver at 1 on Sunday, and then Crafty Rhea and Spudgecraft and Positively Crafty and Melly Leah. Sing us a song. Do I need to? Well, okay. I'm thinking you're not going to hear my voice again until Tuesday. Happy birthday! And then on Monday, we've got Lady B, Good Two Shoes, Sassy Cat, Mass Bandit, Sophos, and again, Miss Supreme. So Supreme Doom is taking over the stream. Now, I am so excited that we got to hang out with her, though. It has been fabulous. Turning the music back down, turning my thing back on, and then getting that. My buttons are easier today than normal because I kind of made special just for this stream, and then I'm still getting lost. Yeah. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do at this point, since I've got so many card panels already done before I get kind of sidetracked and things, I'm going to trim them down a little bit because I do like having everything trimmed down. Most of my cards, I like to have a little 1/8" border all the way around. That's just kind of what I like. Sometimes I add an additional matting layer, but not always. This one's going to be hard because I don't really want to cut into it, but I'm kind of cool, I guess. I'm going to start on this end, and I'm just going to... Actually, I kind of want to cut the top more so than the bottom. So I'm cutting 4-inch. So yeah, I cut off a little bit of the foil. And then this side... Actually, I think this is one that I want to do. I want to do a little bit of a matte. Hey, Inventor Ivan is in the house. Yay! I didn't give you a shout out. I did just give you a verbal shout out, but I didn't get to. This thing is delayed. There we go. Here's your shout out, hon. Welcome. You guys be sure to check them out. Okay, so I'm going to trim it down to 3 3/4 by 5, and that will allow me to do an 1/8" matting all the way around and still have my white. So that's for the main panel. I'm going to do the same kind of thing on my other ones. I love this. That is so pretty. I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to do And I actually got that lined up pretty much well in the center. That's awesome. But I'm debating what color I want to go with around the edges. I'm going to be cautious and just cut off 1/8 of an inch, I think. Because I want to try to make sure it stays in the center. And if I cut too much off of one side, then it's not going to be really the right size. Let me just make sure everything is still straight in the center. So that's 4 inches, so that should be right at 2, so it's off by just a touch. Well, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it because I want to try to make sure that this is close to staying in the center. Be better if I actually measured. Yeah. But I didn't, so. So I am going to put, oh, that even looks better. I love this. This is so cute. So I'm going to put some kind of a matting layer to go with that, and it just is, yeah. I'm going to be smart with the rest of them because I do have a pencil. And I put that at the center. And this is going to be 3 3/4. Brain, somebody do math for me. But I don't know what 875 is. 1.5. Okay. I think it is 1 5/8, maybe something like that. So if I go 1.5, and then right about there should be, and then 1.5, and then right about there should be, and let's see how much that is. 1, 2, 3, and 3 1/4. Is that how much I wanted? No, I did it wrong. I measured it wrong. Yeah, math is hard. No, math is, I used to be a bookkeeper. I think what it is I got so used to computers telling me everything that, yeah, I don't really do it. So I need to do a little bit more on each side, I think. So I'm basically going to go 3 marks, and we're going to see which one is correct. So it is the outside one. Okay. And then this one. So this one is 5.5. So right about there is the center. Actually, I think on that one I just need to cut a 1/4 inch off of each edge. So that's fine. And since these are basically all the same size, I should be able to cut all of them down the same way. If I want to do that. I haven't decided on the green. The green I have to be more careful. I'll go back and do that one later. But the 2 sides are not even. So I do need to go back and do that one different, and I will do that later. But these are all basically, this one's not. This one's got less at the top. So I'll go ahead and trim that one. I mean, it's got more at the top. Yeah. Yeah, it's not centered. But I think right about there should be. Yep, that looks good. And then I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off each side. Which means that I actually got these vertically centered, which is good. I love this one. That's my favorite. Okay, so next I'm going to just grab some card bases and some different color cardstocks. just for that background panel. So there's 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I want a blue. Let's go with the blue. Want 2 of the blue. And then I think I want a green. And let's go with a hot pink, which I think is over here at my desk. I think I still have one left over here. That's a light pink. I guess that'll do. That looks kind of cool. Okay, that's what I'm going to go with. So these panels I'm just going to trim slightly smaller than A2, so they're going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And does that tell you that I do this a lot? I actually need more roads on the beanie than I thought. Goodness. Yeah, I very rarely measure Vixen. I usually just go by this. It's like, okay, I know the size I do. I do A2 size cards all the time. So I always need to cut down to, I cut 1/4 inch off. I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. And you can see what I did with my, I've got a piece of washi tape here because it didn't have a measurement for it. And I have it at 5 1/4, so I know I've got the right size. So... and the pink I wanted to do with this. So it's perfect. It's a perfect matting. And I very rarely use the different nested dies for rectangles because it's too easy for me just to grab out my paper trimmer and do this. I'll do the same thing with our blue. Oh, that is lovely. So now I've got more birthday cards. Vixen says, my cards used to always be A5 UK. Now I'm doing smaller. Yep. Well, here's the reason I do, well, A2 is also what I first learned with, but it also made logical sense to me. This is the cheapo part of me. I didn't want to waste any paper. So when you're doing a card base, you can get 2 full card bases out of a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, which is what we use mostly here. And then you don't have to throw any of it away. Even with that though, what color cardstock do I have the most scraps of? White. I'm trying to get better at not keeping all of my little strips because I never ever use them. I mean, I've got a lot of little strips here that I could use on a card, but I never do it. That is going to be so pretty. Okay. Need to score some card bases. Yeah, and we are almost done. We got 10 minutes before the next stop on the train. You guys aren't done. I'll be able to finish my my sausage. I never did finish my lunch. But I probably am going to do some more card making tonight. I don't know if I'm not going to stay on, but because I want you guys to go and see. I want you all to go to the next stop. Yeah, it's just a thing. And the next stop again is going to be, I was making sure that I was going to say the right name. The next stop is going to be Minty Pie, and she is going to be getting started at 3, which is in 10 minutes. I have not checked to see if she was already streaming or not yet. Next target is live. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Supreme. Supreme says she'll let me know when we can raid over. So that'll be fabulous. Because this is the boring part. Pretty much everybody knows how to make a card base. And if you haven't seen this, this is from My Sweet Petunia, which is the same company that did the Misty. And it is a glue gun. Oh, okay, it's a glue press. It's not a glue gun. It's basically it's a Nuvo glue bottle that is refillable. And you pull the trigger so you don't have to squeeze and squeeze. And it doesn't clog. I mean, this thing has been fabulous since I got it. I'm using my Barely Arts glue in it. It comes with 2 bottles, so you can use the one that they provide, which is a Nuvo, which I have not tried yet. And then the other one, I just filled up the other one with my Barely Arts glue, because I just recently started using that. And it works great. I like that it lets me be more precise with what I'm doing, and I don't have to squeeze it. And I love the fact that it has not been clogging. I mean, if it starts to a little bit, it will get a little bit of a glue stopper thing at the end, because I leave it resting here. There is a silicone piece at the bottom for it to rest on, and it will accumulate a little bit of glue there that'll dry, and then that's perfect. But it doesn't actually, yeah, it doesn't clog it up where it's not usable. That is so pretty. So there's our first one. And I'm actually not using foam on these. I might add, if I add anything to the front of these, I may pop that part up on foam. So I do normally go with foam for most of my cards too, just because I love foam. I love that extra dimension. But these are so pretty, and I love the texture. I definitely have to get some more of that paper. Okay, sure. Supreme, that's perfectly fine. I can do that. So Supreme was wanting me to start a little bit after the hour because ads are going to be running. And I do want to thank everybody who has popped in here, and all of the follows, and for the subs, and for the bits. You guys are so awesome. I really appreciate it, and I love being a part of this community. You guys rock. And you're going to have to tell me in the chat, guys, which is your favorite of the 4 cards. Okay, I'll bring out the other one and say 5th card. So which is your favorite of the cards? And I don't have music again. Well, dang it. I didn't realize I did that. Thank you, Miss Mary. Yep, this one needs a sentiment. Magic likes the blue, wild and free. Masked Bandit loves the blue flower. Well, pictures of all of these will be up on my Instagram shortly. I just have to take pictures of everything and edit them to square and all that stuff. But they'll be up. If not this afternoon, they will be up tomorrow. So I'd love for you to come over there. And I would also love it that if you like any of my stuff, please, 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 please share and comment. I know the foil definitely makes a big difference. Boiling is one of... Oh, this is just so pretty. Look at that. I didn't realize how much of a difference it was going to be on the pink. I think it wouldn't really matter which color as long as it's one of the ones in there. Like we've got a light blue there and we've got green. But I think there was more of that pink and purple than anything else. And I think this is so pretty. And it'll look better on... These will definitely look better when you see them with the... sorry, sinuses. They will look better when you see them in the pictures. Yes, I am not done. And I've also got that other one that I did with the... Where is it? Yes, I lost things again. Oh, there we go. This one was the big, bright, and sunny one. So this one I stamped with some... stamped and heat embossed everything. And then... Oh, first I ink blended. Then I stamped and heat embossed. And then... Believe it or not, I used some water to clean off some of the ink so I could add more color down. That was, I love, that one is, I'm going to have to make another one of that. All of these are fun. I love the summery things. Oh, thank you guys. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the pink I think worked really good with that one. Be wild and free on your birthday. Are we telling Supreme she needs to be wild and free on her birthday? Yeah, so nice and cheery. Oh, okay. I was thinking that you guys could see the Todd's toes, but you can't because I don't. Okay, I'm gonna switch it over so y'all can see the Todd's toes. We got a toe cam going on. So yeah. Anyhow, one of Tozie's fans. Yes, it's a Tozie's fan stream. Yeah, he's in the background. He's got 2 desks in this room. The man will not let me have a craft room because he says he will never see me. And you know something? I think he's right. But hey, fishy, we are about to raid off, honey. We're going off to another of the wonderful crafters that are taking part in this raid train. Yay! But thank you so much for coming in. Maybe I can play some Fortnite. It's been a while since I even played that. Maybe I can play some Fortnite with you and Mary a bit later. I don't know. I have had so many things that I am behind on, but I am so glad I got caught up on some of it with you guys. Somebody meowed at me.
Don't turn your back. Don't look away, and don't blink.
And then I blinked. Thank you for that. Okay, so Supreme says that we can prep to leave. We'll be good by the time we say our thank yous and such. Absolutely. So I am new to Twitch and learning how to do all the things. And yeah, I want to make sure that I do this right. So let me go ahead and get the raid part up and look her up. I'm getting there, guys. I really am. I promise. NTI. There we go. Minty Pie is live. Yay. So we're going to go ahead and head over. And yeah, so I do want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. You guys rock. Absolutely love it. And I had so much fun. And yeah, I will be over there with you guys. So I'll probably be lurking while I'm cleaning up and getting started on my next project. But I will see you guys in just a minute. So thank you so much.
Positively crafty beats, 3-dimensionally cast. Join the train.